You get new rain jackets too?
Yeah, new rain
jackets. Is it the same style? Different. I like those black.
I know.
Very good.
You want a hat?
Thank you. Yeah.
Too cool.
Yeah.
Brian, here's your list for the day around here.
Honeydew.
You got your mullions to finish and your latch on a sunroom to finish. First two things to do though is setting up that pump that's in the pond. Pull the garden hose to this side of the pond. She'll show you the hemlocks that need to be watered over there. So we'll just use that pond water to water them. Then you're going to set up that black poly line from the shop or from the office.
Okay.
I've got proper fittings here for you. Your two sprinklers, there's both brand new heads, so you'll have to adjust them the way you want. And yeah, so that's office side. This will be coming from your office to feed this.
Yep.
Somewhere by the berm here, right? That hose will reach to here.
So today, Jim's got these sprinklers. He got these fittings for me so I can hook up right to the sprinkler and the hose from this black pipe we have. So today I'm just connecting everything, redoing the fittings. Gonna water down these trees, so now we're gonna have basically a long garden hose. We've got like 150 feet of black garden hose, and then we'll have the regular garden hose going from it, and we'll be able to water the trees on this side of the pool, that side of the pool, and eventually we're going to be doing the trees way down there. Yeah, so pretty basic day. Hopefully I get it done. There's pond water in the pond right now, so he wants me to get the electric pump and pump it out and water the trees around the pond with the water that's already in the pond. Eventually we're going to fill it up, so I think by the end of the day it was on my list to start filling it back up. So once we're done watering the trees, I think we're going to try to start filling that back up. We're just getting out the old water, make it fresh. So they're going to order a water truck and it'll come in and just fill it with like I think it's spring water. Yeah.
Watch out for Dylan! Hannah! Zach, yeah, this morning we're just loading all the trees we spaded last week onto the trailers that are going down to PEI. So one thing we have to be careful with as we're doing this is the weight limits. Both of the trailers have a weight limit of 42,000 pounds. And the trees are roughly 850 to like 1,100 pounds. So we're weighing each individual tree, or trying to weigh them all, and then putting them on the trailer. So we'll for sure be under the weight limit. I know that trailer behind me, they're using a lot of the bigger trees, so Kyle has the weight machine on his skid steer. Watching the weight a little carefully. On this one, I have the more shrubbier ones, so I'm gonna fit as much as I can on here and the weight will be fine. So we're thinking roughly 30-40 trees each on each trailer, so pretty good if you ask me. We're making good progress. Once we're done this, we'll start spading in the back. Back at it again. All right, we got the trailer all loaded up now. We're just finishing the tarping, but we had to get a little bit creative with our loading here. We ended up putting the shorter, thicker, more shrubby trees, and the clump trees towards the back of the trailer where the rest is. So we stacked the short ones up in the front, and we did that because we can only have 4 feet of overhang off the back of the trailer without having to have the big lights and oversized load stuff put all over the trailer, which the trucker didn't want to do. So we have put the small ones at the back and then moved outwards with the taller ones to make sure that we're not hanging too far off over the trailer. And then we're underweight. We put 32 trees on this one. I'm not sure what Kyle's got over there, but there's 32 trees on this one, which is pretty good. I'm happy with how many we could get on just with how heavy they are. So we're under the weight limit and we're not overhung too far. So all we got to do is make sure our tarps are real good, and then once we're all tarped down, we're just gonna go around and double check all these straps, make sure they're not loose, because if the straps go and the trucker takes a tight corner, this root barrel is gonna end up in the middle of the Trans-Canada Highway somewhere. So we don't want that. So it's going good. We just gotta finish the tarping, and then the rest of the day we'll spend in the back spading. We still got a couple days left before the weather gets too hot and we have to stop spading. So spade as much as we can to build up our inventory for this year so we don't have to pay for trees, and then we're on to the next project.
Yeah, basically we're out in Port Hope today, spading trees, bagging trees, getting them nice in the baskets and getting them the burlap nice and set. We filled up 2 trailers. I think it was like 84 trees or 80 trees already going to PEI. And then these ones are going to the shop. Basically all different varieties of trees, but we all spade them the same. Basically we throw them in the bags and we clean them up. Then we tie them tight and we cinch them. We use our T-bar tools to just cinch up the baskets so that nothing's falling out. We don't have any soil falling out. We got nice burlap wrapped around everything, and we tie it nice and tight so that there's very little movement. There's a couple finished ones you can go check out. But basically, we tie them here so that we can still get lift points and we can still pick them up, and we're just gonna put them right back in the hole because they're gonna sit for a little bit. We don't want them sitting out for 2 weeks outside. So we just get them nice and tight, and then we bag them up, get them ready to go on the trailer, ready to ship out. I'm gonna go get the machine and I'll show you dropping some of them in. But yeah, basically just get them real tight and then cinch down the baskets. If the top gets loose, the whole basket basically will come out from the bottom of the tree. This way we're sort of wrapping the root ball so that it's cinched over top of the top of the ball so it can't slide out. And basically once the top is cinched and we crimp the bottoms, this tree's not going nowhere. So we just give it 5 stars and then give it a loop around and then tie it off. Super tight, super strong. And then the boys, basically they just crimp down with the T-bar all the way around just to tighten up the basket that little bit more. The name of the game is the tighter the better for this one, because we don't want no movement, no shifting while we're on the highway, while we're shipping it across the country. And then I think these ones are going back to the shop. I think the ones for PEI, I think those are all of them. But you never know, might do another round. Basically, once we get it all tight, we're good.
is. You know what I'm doing here?
What are you doing?
So this right here is like a primer. See how it's taking off the ink? It actually like burns the plastic. So when you put the new piece in, it kind of like becomes one because it's kind of like a little bit melted on each side. Melts the plastic, not burns it. And it cleans it. Cleaned it.
So how are you gonna fix it today?
With Jim's help. I don't take credit for anything here. It's all Jim. Definitely all Jim. He does everything around here.
Is that like a glue?
Yeah, this is a special one for this type of fitting. So you just basically put it on both sides, and then once you put it together, it forms like a little bond, a seal. Actually works quite well. Once you start doing it, you realize how good this stuff is, and it'll make you like a good plumber or pipe fitter, whatever you want to call it. Because it's actually, the products here, like, it's fail safe almost. You gotta be really bad to screw this up. Okay, so yeah, so we just let that dry for a bit. I'm gonna put the coupler back on. So now we've coupled this, and we're gonna be able to see the water coming from this valve when it turns on and off. We're just gonna let it flow on the ground. But yeah, the important thing is we can see it at the source. We don't have to go outside to the pool, look at the pool, look if water's coming out or anything. So we have it right here. We can turn it on and off inside. Direct access to the pipe, and then we can connect it again once we know it's working. And then we go back to the pool and drain the pool.
You got a star screwdriver to put the lids back on?
I got a multi-tool that's in it here in the shed.
So there's the pieces in there that got to come out, right?
This one right here? Yeah, it's coming.
This year will be the last chance to see the snowbirds at the C&E Air Show in Toronto.
Today we're just filling up all the joints. Last week we took all the old joints out. Now we're just filling it up with a new motor, broaching it off, and trying to finish it with the slicker and brush, so it will look nice and even. You have to be on your knees every day. It's very tough for your back and knees, but we can handle it. We got the power. So it's all good. It's all good. We still have that area to go. That area here, we're planning on finishing today. That area there, hopefully. We already filled this up today, so now we're gonna move on to this area here and try to do the same thing, and then after we're gonna power wash everything, make it nice and clean. That's the plan.
So today we're out at Mark's house. We're refinishing his decks. We're working on the pool deck. It's a high-end lumber, so we're having to use a heavy grit sandpaper because it's a really dense lumber. So with the heavy grit, it takes off the layers faster, but because the lumber is so dense, it's still smooth when you're sanding it. So it's quite the process. We've been sanding now for a few days. We're coming to an end of it now. We're just having to do along the pool edge now. You can see it's weathered there. The entire deck was gray, and we're bringing it back to its original glory. So we just have, me and Spencer have been out here for a bit, sanding a few days now, and we have Ryan on the other deck. He's getting a section of the other deck sanded so we can apply samples of different stains that we've gotten so we can match the color that they intend. The bar build, we're waiting on the window delivery, and we have the bar like framed up and the doors framed up, whatnot, and we have the cedar boards now. We're just needing to get the project that we're on complete, and then we'll head into finishing the rest of the bar build. Should only be one more day on the bar build. We could install the window and the bar build in one day.
So we're just putting in some artificial plants, so this is green all year round. So I'm just putting the first base in, and then I'll do filler plants. Just have to make sure it looks good before I glue it in.
The Ipe oil is a specific product for the Ipe wood. Ipe wood's a high-end product, so we got a high-end oil. It's important you can't just shake the Ipe oil like some cans of paint would just get shook and stirred. With the Ipe oil, they want you to slowly mix it in. There's like a layer on the bottom. It's not too thick, but it just needs to be evenly mixed in, and if you shake it, something with the particle, it gets all bubbly, and you just say that you should stir it in.
How's it look, Ray? This looks really good.
We're in the final stages of the deck. We're getting the Ipe oil on. Everyone's so glad to be done sanding. It was hours of hand sanding. It's quite a large deck. Everyone's so happy to have done that, and we're getting the oil on. It looks amazing. I'm in love with how it looks. And everybody is doing such a good job getting the application method down, using the nice brushes, and then we come along with the wipe. They're just killing it. Looks amazing. We should be done here fairly soon.
Wait for it. Woo!
How's it look?
Hey, it looks
deck
so
looks
good.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Amazing. I'm in love with it.
I can't use the adjective I want to use on YouTube,
Yes, you
but it looks good. Looks the
Everybody did such a great job on this deck. I love how it turned out. The attention to detail really shows. Everything's nice and consistent color, which is just a product of the attention to detail. High quality craftsmanship right there. That's that world-class quality that Private Paradise strives for. I love it. So good. Earlier we were talking about the value of the wood with the guys, and they were saying how expensive it was, but I was kind of made the analogy that it was like a used car. It's like it's all weathered now and the value's gone down. But now that we've resurfaced it, we're back up to the high quality price that it was at before. Back up to its original sell price.
Yeah, this week was another busy one. We had the hardscape crew spading trees out at the Port Hope Nursery. So we loaded up 2 big floats that are going down to PEI for that project. And then most of the rest of the trees we're spading are just for inventory for the year, so we don't have to go and buy trees. And then we got the masons. They finished up the pointing on the back patio, and then now they're jumping over to Columbus.
It's all good, buddy.
Oh, oh,
You got it.
my mind today.
You want to talk about what happened?
Oh, he just didn't put the tree boom on the trailer, and now that's ruined my dad's day. That's gonna take him all day to get that off now.
So what's the problem with that? Like,
Yeah,
go
so
into detail a little bit about what
the tree boom, it's really hard to load the tree balls off with the forks without destroying them because they're so heavy, but they're not structurally that good. So if you put the forks under it, the gap in the forks, most of the time the basket just splits and the dirt falls all through. So now he's gonna have to find a way to rig the chains up on the forks, which is doable, but it's a fucking nightmare. Like the chains just slide all back and forth on the forks when you're using the tree bucket, there's just one loop and it can't move other than when you're moving your arm. So he'll have to find a way to get creative with the chains or just start picking them up with the forks, which you can do. It's just really hard to make sure you don't destroy the tree. So, and clearly that has upset him because now he has to deal with that. I should have been thinking about it when we were finishing loading that back trailer. There was a lot of room on the back half. I just assumed they'd be renting a tree boom out there for that. I should have asked exactly what was rented. I saw on the email bucket and forks too. I should have fucking thought that they're... It was stupid. Not paying attention. If we were using alright, that probably wouldn't have happened if we had a checklist ready. But we did not.
How do you ensure that that doesn't happen again next time or things like that?
We gotta use the lean boards. This is just simple then. It's like everything we need we know. Or know we need, we just can put it on the docks or on the lean cards. Then you can open them up and just check. But we're just not doing it, and I don't know why. That is my problem to fix because I'm the one that's supposed to be making that shit happen. So I'm gonna have to make a plan on how that's gonna get rolled out over the weekend and try to get that out immediately. But I guess they don't have it on the web version yet, so, or on the iPhone version yet. If that means I have to give them laptops and a little Wi-Fi thing to make that work, it. I just don't want to keep forgetting shit like this.
Super fair.
Yeah. Brutal. Brutal. All right, I need to get out of here.
On the go today, we have me working on the pool bar over there, pool house bar, and we got the other carpenters working on the house deck. We have Ryan back at the shop running some sprinkler water systeming for the nursery for all the trees that they're spading and installing and stuff like that. And also there was a truck that came in to water the larger trees that they put in, ran over some of the newly laid sod, so he's going to be staying behind to fix and relay some of the sod there. But I'm working on the pool deck bar, and that's going really good. Just important step, I think, in laying the pool with the cedar boards. You should need to pick cedar boards that have similar appearance. Like you don't want to all of a sudden switch to a darker board. Like say this one here, maybe it doesn't show as much on the camera, but you can see how this one's much darker. So if I were just gonna go like laying the boards and then this one on this side, it would just throw off the eye. I think it's important to choose boards that have the similar appearance when you're laying them all out. I think it adds to that level of professionalism, that look that we want to get, where it's not just looks like it's just thrown together. It's purposely built, the selection of boards. Sometimes when you even buy boards, you just have to full on reject them, like if they have defects on them and stuff like that. You just can't use stuff like that. So right now I'm setting up the doors. So I need to like lumber match each piece, and then I just square those up nice, put the hinges on, and I've already installed a lot of the cedar boards this morning. So once I get the doors there and I install that, that'll pretty much be ready for the next phase. Be very careful with.
How do the hinges look?
Oh, the hinges are nice. They're nice, easy flow hinges, but just got to make sure they're spaced the same so it doesn't just like look like you throw it together. And you need to be very carefully about the placement of the hinge. If it's out too far and the other hinge is set flush, it'll throw off the way the door closes. And also when you're pre-drilling, you need to make sure that you're perfectly centered, because the screw, it has like a coned in shape on the end. So it'll just like suck the hinge. If you're over here, it'll just suck the hinge over to where it wants to, where the screw wants it to go. So when you're setting up your holes, it has to be right exactly where it needs to go. Seems like an easy task, but just have to be very careful. Do this one. Yeah, we just hung the French doors in the beverage center. It turned out great. Free swinging, don't hit each other, close up straight across from each other. At this point, we're just going to be installing handles, probably small knob handles here, and then we're going to be putting in a magnet clip here. So it'll be a magnet and inside a metal plate. So when they clip in, just spot, the magnet will hold it right where it wants it to be. Great.
Happy with how this whole project's turning out?
Yeah. Love the way all our projects turn out.
Give me a reaction when you finish it, alright?
Oh, we're a bunch. Family friendly.
It's dripping on the bucket. It's dripping on the bucket.